So Tom, you're really, really good when it comes to icebreakers. And the good thing about that, Tom, is today you're going to introduce or you're going to explain how we approach people with the business, not necessarily the products, because there's, yeah. And I'm more for that personally. I like to approach people with the business, do the icebreakers, ask people about the business. The products are important, as we all know, and some people only like to do the product part, but I love the business part and take it from there. So with no more or less, I think everybody's on board now. It's growing and growing. We're like 25,000 people on live now, so that's pretty good. That's yeah. It's not the biggest
That's the max
audience
on your account. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's not the biggest audience I've had, but it's pretty close. 25,000, that's a good day. And it's only early in the morning here. So, my dear friend, I would just love for you to take over and tell us and explain and show us and what you want to. Thank you, Tom.
Oh, okay, well, for everybody here on the call, if you are brand new, shy, scared of your shadow, incompetent, pretty much like me when I started, then relax. This is going to be easy. Now, I started as a shy, nerdy, personality-free engineer. And, you know, engineers should not be allowed to talk in public. So I was just a disaster. And I'm still a shy, nerdy, personality-free engineer, but I've learned a couple things on how to think and how to talk. And now the business is pretty much automatic. So you don't have to change your personality. You don't have to be outgoing. You don't have to do any rejection or any of the stuff. You don't even have to be like Eric here. You can just hide in the corner and make a fortune in this business. So let me explain, first of all, so we start from the right place, is you and I are not in the travel business or products business. We're not. The company is. They take care of all that stuff just for the travel part. You don't have to do the websites. You don't have to deal with the lawyers. You know, yeah, all the company stuff. So you say, well, the company could do everything. They could even take the person's credit card and send them on a trip. Yeah, they can do everything. So why in the world would they need us? Why would they give us all this money? And the answer is because they don't want us explaining how things work. They have a video online. Come on. They have a brochure. They don't need that kind of stuff. So the only thing they want us to do, which is the only thing they're going to pay us for, is to get people to make a yes decision. Yes to be a customer or yes to be a distributor. That's it. All they want us to do is get prospects to say yes. Now, they can't do that very well because they're just one of a million things on the internet. But we can, because when we talk to our mother, we have her 100% attention. They don't. So we have a natural advantage as networkers that we can talk to people and they will listen to us. So the only thing the company pays us for is the only thing they want us to do, which is get a yes decision. So for everyone here, let me just break the news real quick. Nobody told me this when I started. I found out way too late, but you and I are in the decision-making business. That's it. So if somebody asks you what you do, you know, really, you and I are in the decision-making business. And you say, well, I want to show. No, I mean, if you show somebody a video, what do you get paid every video you show people, or send them to a link somewhere, or what's our bonus on people saying I need to think it over, or how much commission we earn on people say I'll get back to you? No, the only thing we get paid for is people to say yes. We are in the yes decision business, and the company says just do that. We will do everything else. So when I got started, I showed people slides and videos and did three-way calls with my sponsor, everything. the company says, why are you doing that? We got that covered. All we need to do is have you get somebody to say yes. So I didn't know it. So right now, if you have a pencil and paper, write down in big letters somewhere, I'm in the decision-making business. And if you get distracted with all that other stuff, oh, it's just not going to be good. Now, here's the problem. We don't know how people make up their minds. We don't know how people make decisions. They didn't teach us this in school. So you and I are victims here. My school taught me things like geometry. When's the last time I used geometry? Like never. They didn't even teach me any social skills. But they certainly didn't teach me the exact process how people make up their minds. So I had no idea how people make their final yes decision. So let's think about this. If you and I have no idea how people make their final yes decision, how are we going to do this business without being frustrated and get rejection and quit? It's going to be ugly. Now, most people think, well, they make up their mind by 15,000 reasons for and 14,000 reasons against. No, it's some sort of emotional thing, like hormones. No, or maybe they wait for lightning to strike. No, or little voices to talk in the air. No, stop that. We just make stuff up because we don't know how humans make decisions. Now, fortunately, I cheat. I said, well, why don't we go to the neuroscientists and find out how they do it? So here's what's interesting. Since 1997, since 23 years ago, we know exactly how humans make up their mind. Exactly. Step by step. And you go, whoa, how cool is that? And the neuroscientists are pretty cool people. You know, they get paid by, I don't know, universities and stuff like that. So they said, we found out how humans make up their mind. Let's publish it so salesmen can use it. Yeah, free. So they published it free and they put it out in scientific papers. Because these guys are nerds. They think when we're done for the evening, we read scientific papers instead of watching Netflix or Sky TV. They missed out on that one. But the point is, it's open for anybody to learn how to do this. Now, you're sitting there thinking, I don't want to read hundreds and hundreds of research reports and documents in English to find out. Why not just give me the shortcut? Good point. So let's jump to the shortcut. In 1997, they destroyed every sales pitch you and I have ever learned. Now, before 1997, this is what we did. We showed people a video, we showed them some slides, we gave them some information, we talked to them, and at the end of our presentation, we asked, well, do you want to buy or join? And that turned out to be, I don't know, just about 180 degrees. It turned out to be just about the most stupidest thing we've ever done. So if you hate sales presentations, oh, you're going to like this. Here's what they found in 1997. They did MRIs of the human brain. They looked inside and says, whoa, this is strange. It looks like humans make their final decision instantly, before they even know what it is, before they know the name of the company, before they even heard of Wayne, before I've even told them it's travel. You're telling me they make up their mind instantly on, yeah. And it turned out that the human mind makes decisions instantly, and they measured this. It doesn't even tell our conscious thinking brain till about 6 seconds later. Yes, they measured it to the second. So if you're taking notes, the first note we want to write down is we are in the yes decision business. Now, if we're in the yes decision business, this is a little bit of dark humor, but you and I are at a party and somebody says, "What do you do for a living?" And you say, "Well, I'm in the yes decision business and I have no idea how it works." Well, they're going to feel pretty sorry for us, aren't they? So we better learn how it works. Now, here's what's cool. We will know how humans make decisions. They will not. This is a license to print money. This is going to be so great. So here's what scientists found. So number one, write down instant decisions. That's what people do before they know anything. Number two, they found out that people make decisions on no information. So write this down, no information. You go, really? Yeah, really. Now, if you're an engineer, you're going to hate this. It destroyed my life for 6 months. I said, they need to know the details. They have to have this. And I was totally wrong. So here's what we do know, science-based, hard to argue with, is people make up their minds right away and they do it on zero information. Now, if you're listening and you're shy, relax, because this is our key. The bad news is people are going to make up their minds in the first few seconds, maybe 10 seconds at the most, if they're slow. The good news is you and I only have to be good for the first 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, it's all easy, all downhill, nothing to worry about. Because here's how humans work. We make decisions first, we ask for details later. Now, I'm going to give a demonstration here because I'm asking you to make a huge leap that took me 6 months to get over because all my past programming. So at the end of this workshop, Steiner and Eric and I were going out for ice cream. Who wants to come with us to ice cream? Half the people raised their hand. Now, half the people didn't raise their hand. They thought, no, I have a babysitter. I'm lactose intolerant. I don't really like sweet things. Fine. But was a decision made instantly? We instantly made a decision, yes or no, if we wanted to come for ice cream. Here's the strange part. For the folks that said no, we're done. It's just not for them. That's fine. For the folks that said yes, they made their decision before they even knew where the ice cream shop was, before they knew how many flavors were at the ice cream shop, before they knew who started the ice cream shop, before they knew if Steinhardt was going to buy everybody's ice cream or not. Yes, we make decisions before information. How the human mind works is we make an instant decision based on everything in our head currently in our past. And if the answer is yes, then and only then do we ask for more information. We don't ask for information on stuff we're not interested in. That's just a waste of time. So when you and I talk to people, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get their instant yes or no decision. And if their answer is yes, or they've all, yeah, sounds great. Then and only then will we give them some details. How many details? Let me help you relax. For action people like Eric, you might say, well, what would you like to know about this travel thing? He would say, where do I sign up? No details. For me, I'm a green personality, so I would say things like, I need to know Wayne's first name. I need to know how long the company's been around and a few more details, right? So we will adjust how many details they want. But trust me, it's already over. Here's what this means. You and I will never, ever do another sales presentation again. Never. All we're going to do is get instant yes decisions and maybe ask or answer a few questions they may have about some details that will make them feel better about it. So that should make us feel better. people make decisions instantly. Now, I'm going to give you some examples because it's so easy to take a note on this and forget. So let me do some examples. For all the ladies on the call, have you ever seen a man with a remote control in front of the TV channel surfing? Click, 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 going through the channels. You look at men and say, men are so stupid. They make their final decision to watch that channel or not before they've seen anything. They're idiots. Now, men, we have no defense on this. We'll just move on, but that's how it works. They say, well, how many people here have ever seen a video on YouTube? Yeah. How many seconds into the video before we make our final decision? Oh, right away. Yeah. That's how our mind works. And right now, if you get a phone call from a salesperson, and you look at your phone and it says salesman calling, how soon was your decision? You probably made a decision before you even answered, or maybe you just turned it off and didn't answer. You say, whoa, that is different. So what we want to do is realize that if other people make their final decision to us instantly, we better be good really quick, right? So what we want to do is come up with a few words in the beginning that will prompt them to say, yeah, sounds good. That's how people's minds work. So I'm going to give you just a sentence here to show you how easy it is to get into conversation. Now, for those of you that are really shy, hide behind your computer screen, don't want to talk to people in public, you're thinking, oh, I want to so bad. I just need to do this. How do I overcome my fear? Why do I procrastinate? I know I want this business. I want to be at the top, but every time I get ready to do it, something comes up. What is holding me back? Well, I have experience because I have these same feelings too. First of all, let me give you the sentence that you can say instantly that will get you into conversation with no rejection. So, ready? Here it is. Now, what we want this sentence to do is break the ice, introduce our business into the conversation, and we're going to close at the same time. That way we're not stressed. We're going to close at the same time we do our introduction. That way it's all over. We don't have to work about it. So, ready? Here it is. So if I was in Sweden right now, I would probably ask the next person I meet, do you like to travel? Well, that's rejection free. Nobody's going to get upset about that one. And they can instantly sort themselves out, yes or no. They might say, no, I hate to travel. I like staying home. I don't know what about those crazy fools. And you say, great, yeah, how's the weather where you live? And they say, oh, the weather's the same as you. I live next door. All right. But the point is, we just changed the subject. It's not for them. They made a decision. Now, we might say, do you like to travel? And they say, yeah. What decision have they made? They want to travel. Now, you could have said, do you like to save money when you travel? You say, do you like fun, unusual trips? You could ask those questions, but let's just start basic. Something where it's really safe. Just say, do you like to travel? And if they say yes, here's the next words we're going to say. We should talk. We should talk. And they're going to say, yeah. And they've given us permission for a presentation, to ask them if they like to save money, whatever. It's over that quick. So when we talk, we can give them some details, but they've already said, yes, I want to travel. They probably in our conversation said, yes, saving money would be even better. They probably said, yes, having really cool places to go. Like my daughter, she went to one of your trips where they had like 12 chefs. And there's like only like 20 or 50 people there, and they spent a week learning about cooking and chopping things. All the all the foodies went there. I said, man, this just sounds great. So there it is. So just based on your product, all you had to say was, "Do you like to travel?" Now, here's my question to you: with no other skills, not even fixing our mind, even if we have a messed up head, if you said that one time every day, "Do you like to travel?" In a week, that would be roughly, I don't know, maybe 7 times. Out of 7 people that heard, "Do you like to travel?" I bet in Sweden, right now, a lot of people are feeling depressed because the sun's going down and may not come up very much. And they're just finished their holiday and now they're back on their job. And it's going to get cold. I bet a lot of people are going to say, yeah, I like to travel. So let's say 5 did. So now you say, well, let's talk. And they're going to say, yeah. So you have 5 people to talk to. The hardest part of network marketing is sitting down with somebody or across Zoom to talk, to start that conversation without all this silly sales drama emotion. So figure out a sentence you can say and just say it once a day. And if you talk to 5 people about your plan, some will say, well, it's just not the right time for me right now. Some people might say, well, I got thinking about it. I'm a full-time loser. I can't do anything that would be good for me. I need to pay more. And you still have 3 that might say, yeah, sounds pretty good. Or 2, or 1 if we're just new and incompetent. It is so easy to have unlimited people to talk to. So even on Facebook, it wouldn't take much to, do you like to travel? And some people are going to raise their hand and volunteer. Yeah, that's me. Well, then let's talk. Get on a messenger, chat, or Zoom like we are right now. Really? But I just want to talk about opportunity like Eric does, and just talk to people about the business. Well, ask yourself, what question or what statement could you make that has no way of people giving you rejection? Well, I have like a ton of them. We have a whole book of them. So here's what I like to say. If I'm meeting somebody and they're working a job at a store or something, and they're not getting top salary, I like saying, do you enjoy this career? And they say, that's nice. You give me a chance to talk about me. I just love that. And now they start talking. Now, there is a strange program in humans that say, if I get a chance to talk, I have to complain. Yep. You meet a stranger, the first thing they want to do is tell you how hard their life is, how difficult it was to be there, in the hopes that we will feel sorry for them. So when people complain and we have a solution, well, we don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out this is going to work. So I like to say, do you enjoy your career? If they do, great, congratulate them. If they don't, let's talk. So, well, that wasn't so hard. When I pay for something, I might say to them, did you ever notice that jobs interfere with our week? And they're like, yeah, they take up so much time. I worked 5 days for them. I only get 2 days for me. It's not fair. And I say, well, we should talk. See? So that's how you're able to be shy and talk to people, because even if I'm too shy to continue and don't say any more, they'll say, well, when can we talk? Or they'll follow up and say, hey, you promised to talk. You haven't yet. When can we connect? I say, wow. Is it that easy? And the answer is yes. If we get in front of people, you have to take a look at what you have to offer. When we're in front of people, they've already made a yes decision. And you say, they've made a yes decision just based on real tiny information or a feeling or something. Yeah, that's how humans do it. Sorry. Very sorry, but it's how it's done. They only made that, and then when I talk to them, what am I going to say? Well, what you're going to do is offer them what you have as an option. So the next word to write down is option. So number 3, write down option. O-P-T-I-O-N-S. Here's what options mean. When I say I want to give you a presentation, they think, oh, sales presentation, salesman approaching, run away, run away. And from the moment I say presentation, they're thinking, okay, I got to look for something wrong because at the end they're going to try to clues me. And so whatever I show them, they're looking for bad stuff. But if I change the word to option, what does option mean? Option means it's okay to do it and okay not to do it. So option is awesome. They say, yeah, I like to hear an option. They hate presentations, but they love options. So from now on, all we're going to do is give people an option. Now, how many options? Only 2. The human mind's pretty lazy, wants to save its energy for television. So the options are going to be 2. Option number 1 is the wonderful thing we offer. It could be an income opportunity, it could be a product. Option number 2, keep your miserable life just the way it is. That's it. Now, they've already made a yes decision. We explain a few more details for them. And their option is, well, I can keep my miserable life, or I could take advantage of this option. Whatever they choose, we're okay with. We're not in charge of people's lives. We don't pick their girlfriend for them or the boyfriend for them. All we do is give them an option. And most of the time, our option is better than their miserable life. Now, sometimes it's not. We say, well, why? Why did they say no? Well, we don't know. Maybe they had a fight with their spouse 30 minutes before we talked to them. Or there's problems at work. Or maybe their mother dropped them on their head. We don't know. We're not responsible for what happened to them before we met them. But we are responsible just to give them an option. And when they have the option, they can say yes or no. They can say, yeah, sounds good, let's go for it. Or they can say, no. I want to keep my miserable life just the way it is. I just want to get by on one paycheck. I don't want any extra money. I don't want any good holidays. Up to them. Now, some interesting psychological things happen when we change ourselves from trying to get appointments and presentations to options. We don't have enough time in this call to cover them because what I want to cover right now is why we don't do this already. And you say, all right, so let's take a look. Now, everybody here has a first sentence, right? And you say, well, do you have any more? Thousands more. They are not difficult. But that's only one part of our skill. As Eric will tell you, there's 25 skills in network marketing. We only have to have 4 of them when we begin. These 4 skills will help us, but we're just working on the little icebreaker right now. But before we do this, I want to ask everyone here a question. How many people here over the last week maybe didn't talk to anyone? Maybe said, I know I want to qualify for this. I need to talk to 10 more people. But when it comes time to pick up the phone and call people, we don't do it. We look for something else to do. Or we get back on Facebook. Or we do, and you say, why am I doing these things and not doing what I want to do? I want it. I have goals. I have vision boards. I know my why until I cry. Why won't I do anything? Or even our first sentence that we talked about. What is it that mentally holds me back? Let me give you some suggestions. What held me back was fear of what other people would say. I didn't want any rejection. It would ruin me. And I was afraid of what other people would think of me. And I didn't want my relatives to be thinking, you're just trying to make money off of me. Or the only reason you're talking to me is so you can sell me something. I didn't want any of these things in my life. That created a lot of negative emotions. So that's why we don't do it. You see, we tell ourselves over and over, I've set goals. I know my activity should be to call 10 people every day, and I don't do it. What is holding me back? And let's explain what holds us back. Our brain is a survival organ. The only reason it exists up there is to keep us alive. And it's done a good job. Everybody here on this call is alive. So how it judges the whole world is keep me alive, keep me alive, keep me alive. And that's how it makes most of its decisions. Now, when we have all these things like I'm afraid of what they say, what if they say no, this creates negative emotions. And our brain reads, whoa, those are some negative emotions. What does that mean to me? That means to run away, stay alive, don't do it. So that if what we need to do creates negative emotions in our brain, we're done. It's over. It's not going to work. Our brain will say, well, there's something else you need to do first. Or our brain will say, well, let's work on your time management to get more free time. Waste of time. What's happening is the brain says, when you talk to people and when you call people, you have a negative emotion about that. And we do. Therefore, I won't let you do it because I want to rest and survive. And we got food in the refrigerator. So we're okay. Don't have to worry about it. We'll survive. Don't even try that. So when we imagine the activity we need to do, like making phone calls or talking to strangers, and then we feel that negative emotion, like I'm afraid to do it, I'm not sure it's going to work out, I feel guilty about ruining their day. When that happens, we stop every time. This is what our brain is designed to do. So our brain is holding us back full time. You say, oh, okay. So what do you think the fix would be? Well, to make sure the activity we have to do does not create negative emotions. Instead, make sure the activity we do create positive emotions in our brain. Now, we don't know this, and so this has been holding us back our entire career. So if you want to talk to somebody or make calls or contact people on the internet, and you feel just a little, well, no, hold back, that is our negative emotions saying, I'm not going to let you do it, stop. And you might be brave and do it 1 or 2 times, but after that, it's just too much. So what we have to do is change that activity in our mind to a positive emotion. Let me show you how to do that. The best way is with the word option, O-P-T-I-O-N. Now, when we offer people an option, it's like a gift. I give you an option. You can take it or not. It's your gift. I'm finished. I've done my job. The rest is up to you. When we move from trying to sell somebody and give presentations to I want to gift you an option, that will switch it to a more positive emotion in our head. Because if it's a positive emotion, well, we don't have our brain holding us back, so we will do what we need to do. So here's an example of options. Well, my son Keith does this. I'll just steal it from him. He's not on the call. He says, let me explain options. If you go to an all-you-can-eat buffet and all they have is tofu, we'd want another option. If we're crossing a burning volcano in a rope bridge, we'd want another option. So people love having options in their life. Everybody's happy to get them because when you receive an option, it means it's okay if you do it. It's okay if you don't do it. It's okay. I'm not going to try to sell you either way. So all the salesmanship and all the walls and all the bad feelings go away when we offer people an option. So when we talk to people and we have this gift of an option, it changes our mindset from getting appointments. That's something I do to people. Or giving presentations, I give those to people. It changes our mindset to appointments. I call and do that for people. Presentation. I give people a presentation for people. So they have options. When that changes in our mind, a lot of things trigger. Like I said, we don't have time in this session, but our body language, our intention, our microfacial expressions, our influence, all these things change, and it's magical. So once we feel that we are giving somebody a gift, everything changes. So all we want to do is give people options. So here's Keith's example of options. And here's why networkers hate doing this, because we take it too serious. We do things to people. I want to sell you so I can qualify for this. I want to get you as a customer so I make a commission. All right. So imagine that Happy and I are sitting down for a cup of coffee. The waitress comes to Happy and says, "Hey, do you want cream in your coffee?" And Happy says, yeah, I want cream in my coffee. Okay. And the waitress says to me, "Big Al, do you want cream with your coffee?" And I go, no cream. I like mine black. We don't see the waitress go back into the kitchen, take the cream, throw it against the wall and scream, "It's a pyramid. I've been rejected. I quit. This is terrible." You don't see that. It was only an option. And guess what? If you give people options, they know what we have. You don't even have to follow up. I mean, does that waitress need to call me tomorrow and say, "Hey, Big Al, do you like cream now with your coffee?" No. When I like cream, I'll let her know. So here's the situation. We got to change our mindset from when we talk to people, it's for their benefit to present them an option. That's it. If they volunteer and want to take the option, great. If they don't want to take the option, great. We're done. There are so many people that are ready to take our option. Let's spend our time talking to them instead of feeling bad and arguing and trying to change people's lives. No, let them be. All we want to do is give them an option. If they have questions, we answer them. And you will build your business so fast with no more rejection. So procrastination comes from, well, we don't know what to do, but now we know what to do, don't we? All we have to do is say the sentence and start a conversation. If they're interested, we say, "Well, let's talk." Procrastination can come from our bad emotions inside of our head that we're trying to take advantage of people or sell them something. No, we just gift them an option. All right. So this is why we procrastinate calling people, talking to friends, because of these things inside of our head. So if you're shy, you will still gift somebody. And here's a way of looking at it. For those that like to build a business of distributors like Eric here, let me show you how that would work. We're going to give you a 3-step sales presentation. Everything else they can learn in training. So here's the 3-step sales presentation. Number 1, write down happy, Happy, so you can remember happy. Number 2, write down don't be a jerk. Number 3, write down Swedish or Norwegian kroner or euro or whatever. And then next to it, write keep it. There you go. That's your presentation. So let me show you how that would work. Talked to Happy, and I said, you know what, Happy, I think I like this travel thing. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. But you're making some money from it. Can I make money from it too? What do you think Happy might say? Yeah. Well, Happy, tell me how it works so I can make up my mind if I want to be a distributor or not. Happy goes, oh, three things. Number one, I am so happy with the product. Instead of taking, I don't know, holidays and staying at cheap hotels and not having any fun, I get to travel with fun, positive people. We get huge discounts. And I don't know about you, I like saving money instead of paying more. I just love our business. I just love traveling. Okay? So, number one, just say that you're happy with your business, that you love the product. And you say, but I just joined. We'll say, I know this friend named Happy. He's been on 49 holidays in the last year, and he just loves it to death. All right, so number one, tell him how happy you are with the service. Number two, then Happy will turn to me and say, so, Big Al, are you a jerk? No, I'm not a jerk. Why? I says, well, if you could travel the world at a discount and have the time of your life, would you keep it secret from your mother? No, I at least tell her. Okay. I mean, if I didn't tell her and she found out 5 years later after overpaying for holidays, she'd be pretty mad. She might even cut me out of the will. No, I'd tell her. He says, well, would you tell your brothers and sisters? Yeah, I would tell them, sure. Would you tell your neighbors? No, I don't really like them. Okay. So number two is tell the people you care about that they can have an option to, pay less and have the time of their life. Yeah, I can. Number three, when you do this, the company's going to send you some money. Keep it. The end. That's how our business works. I said, well, how many people, what percent? I said, you learn all that in training, don't worry. So, number one is we love the product, everybody does. Paying less instead of more just makes sense. Number two, don't be a jerk. And number three, when they send you money, keep it. Well, if you want to be a distributor, great, I can help you get started. Well, you'll learn that in training. You'll learn that in training. There it is. So for everyone here in this call, let's go through this. Eric could say, hey, Big Al, do you like travel? Yeah, who doesn't? It's great. Then we should talk. Oh, when can we talk? Can we talk now? Okay. Was that done? And you could say, well, there's two ways to go to New York City. You go fourth class, try to get a cheap hotel and arrange some tours or something, or go first class for the same price. What sounds better for you? I'm in. Sure, why not? I travel a lot. But Eric, you make some money out of this. I know you do, because you're a good businessman. So can I make money out of this just like you? Eric says, sure. Well, Eric, tell me how this works. Well, Big Al, if you want to do the business, that's what it takes to be a distributor. Here it is, three things. Number one, you gotta love the product yourself. I mean, we love taking trips. Do you think you might like taking trips first class for third class? Yeah. All right. So number one, enjoy the product. I can do that. What's the other two? Well, number two is don't be a jerk. I don't think I'm a jerk. Why? Well, would you tell your mom? Oh, yeah. Because if I didn't tell my mom, I'd be a jerk. Oh, I get it. And would you tell your brothers and sisters? Yeah. Your neighbors? Just some of them. Oh, okay, got it. So tell the people you love. I would do that anyway. Sure, why not? Number three, they'll send you some money. Keep it. You drive a hard bargain, Eric. How do I sign up? There it is. And that took less than a minute. From meeting somebody to explaining everything. And of course, you're going to have some chit chat and some coffees along the way and a few donuts, but there is our business. So what's been holding us back is how we look at other people. If we're looking at them as commissions or we're trying to sell them something, stop. That is hurting our sales. What we want to do is say, I want to gift you an option. You can do with it whatever you want, just like coffee and your cream. Just gift you an option. And then our brain says, okay, it's okay to call people and say, would you like to have an extra option in your life? Or would you like to have a little bit more money in your life? It's an option. They say, no, yeah, just let it go. We're fine. We've done our obligation. They can never come back to us later and say we didn't tell them. Once we turn that switch, then the next thing is to have some great first sentences. I say, wow. So that's how we start. And we start with a roaring start. And we don't ever feel bad. And our prospects never feel bad. Yeah, got it. So this is the secret of network marketing. It's not about some video or paying 2% more or no, it's none of this. It's how we train our head, take it from sales presentations to options. When we can train our head that way, it makes a difference. Now, there's a whole bunch of case studies here I'd like to quote to you and let you know that they've tested this over and over and over again, but you just have to take my word for it now. Another time we have more time, I can tell you what they did to salespeople, and they said, well, I guess it's right. We just have to give people options, and they can pick what's good for them. But the bottom line is, it works. So if you are on the call right now, pick a first sentence that works for you. And you say, well, I don't know where to find some first sentence. So I'll give you a source here in a moment. Just pick that and go to work, and you're going to see an instant improvement in your business. And all that negative stuff just goes away. So let me give you a couple resources here. Number one, in the chat, QST. There you go. There's a link to a book called Quick Start Guide that Eric was talking about. It's the best book we ever wrote for somebody starting new in network marketing. Beyond the best, all the hype included. What this book does is say a little bit about what we said here today, but puts it on steroids with presentations and appointment things. It doesn't matter how many scripts I give you if you're going to procrastinate and not use them. So we got to fix that head part first, and this goes into more detail about how to do that. So for everyone here on the call, I think you can buy the book, an ebook from Amazon or whoever you order your books from, Kobo, whatever. It's probably about €6 or something like that. And if you don't want to read the book, you can order it on Audible, like Eric does, and have somebody read it to you for about, I don't know, €7 or something like that. So instead of a fancy coffee, listen to this book for 90 minutes or read this book for 90 minutes, change your life. And make network marketing easy instead of keep thinking, well, what I need to set some more goals. No, they're not going to work. Well, do I need to change my habits? No, your habits won't work when your survival mind is working against you. Well, this is what we have to do. So get that book, read it, figure it out. And Amazon needs the money because they have to reinvest the money from their books into toilet paper so they can send that when the U.S. has a toilet paper shortage on the next virus coming up. Number two, if €6 or €7 is out of your budget, let me give you a place you can download some stuff free to get started. How's that? And here you can download 2 audios on some magic words to start. There's a book. There's a research report. And let me just type that in. There you go. Free stuff. All right. So the second link, you can download some free stuff to go along to listen. Now, if you say, well, that's too much work to read a book, too much work to listen to a book, too much work to download something and read or listen to it, that's too much work. If that's a big enough obstacle to stop us in our business, we might concentrate on going on just the dream trips for fun. How's that? But if we're serious about our business, we can change it in a heartbeat. And there's no reason to do this business and ever feel nervous or sad. Because if we can find the right first sentence, which you might in this book, say that, and it makes us feel good, we will look forward to saying that sentence every day. And it changes from work to what we enjoy doing. We're not all, favored or blessed like Eric is to have that magic outgoing personality. A lot of us have no personality, but this is something we can do instantly and immediately to be in front of people. And I will guarantee you, if people sit down with an open mind and you say, well, you can have great holidays or you can have lousy holidays, same price, figure it out. They can probably figure that out, can't they? And if they figure out no, we're not here to educate them. We're not here to change whatever psychological damage their parents gave them. If they say no, it's okay. It's just not for them. So all we do is have an audience. And because they're not selling, it's only an option. They will listen with a more open mind. And at the end, they can decide yes or no, and we're done. And you say, wow, I feel so much better about talking to people immediately. Now, if you're on this call and would you like to have your group do this every day, just as a habit because it was so much fun, there's a little system I use to build the most activity ever in my groups. And I explain it, it's about a four-page document. So I will send it to Eric, but if you're a leader and you say, no, I would like to get a weekly meeting together with my best people, my 4 best people or my 8 best people, and we're going to really do this even better, reach out to Eric. I'll send him the document. He can forward it on to you, and it'll show you exactly what to do step by step to have these great weekly meetings and great weekly activity on your team. So with that, I'm going to turn it back to Eric here if he's finished levitating. And we'll listen to Eric and all the great things he has to say about the business. So Eric, are you there? You're on mute.
Now, maybe that helped. Thank you so much, Tom, from the bottom of our heart. We love you. We appreciate you. This is awesome. Now, and you're like a good wine. You get better and better and better and better. That is amazing how you deliver. And again, we're thankful, we're grateful. And people, all my friends out there who's listening to this, either now live or on recording, get the books, Big Al's books and audios. You can listen to them 24/7. I love to listen to them. I'm out of words. So I'm going to let Big Al, you end it beautifully. It was an awesome teaching, awesome training. It's so much wisdom. I want to say this, when we have Big Al with us, either at a meeting in Oslo or Trondheim or Estonia or Tallinn, when we have Big Al around us live, we always bring people who hate network marketing. They think it's the devil's, the devil's work, because you have a way with words and being, how should I say, common sense, your politeness, your way of building up, and I've seen people who's hated network marketing. Really hated it. Afterwards, like, yeah, this is pretty okay. Now I understand. Now I get it. Yeah, why not? I'll think about it. Yeah. And I've seen people join who was like anti network marketing after listening to you. So again, all that you can get through the books, and thank you for sending me what you're going to send me. I will give that to the leaders, and we will promote you more and more and more, and we would love to use you more and more and more around the world live, but also if we can through Zoom, as we're doing now. We have a big audience that's getting bigger and bigger, and now with the new products coming out, we'll have more good reasons to use you. So oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to watch this one more time, and I can't wait to put it out in all the groups, and I can't wait to talk to all the people. So again, thank you, my friend. We really, really appreciate you and everything you do for us and everything you do for the industry. Wow. God bless you, brother. I appreciate that. So with that, I think we're just going to, both of us, say ciao for now, like we usually say, and say goodbye to everybody, and I'll see how we turn this stuff off. I don't know how to turn it off. Okay, I love you, man. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to press the leave button. I think it says leave someplace there. Okay.